Good morning, Magonistas, and happy Monday. This is the third grade reading lesson for Monday, April 13th. Today we will be finding the central message. I'm excited because we are not reading a tall tale. We're reading something similar, though, called a myth. This story, it even says it in the title, right, is the myth of Icarus. And this story has been told many, many times, but this one is retold by Claire Daniel. Okay, so the question in your head as we are listening, reading, and following along is, what is the central message, or what is the lesson that was learned? Right? That's what you're thinking. Because at the end of our reading today, you're going to write down the lesson learned. Okay, Magonistas. Let's get to reading. Let me take all this away. Okay. The Myth of Icarus, retold by Claire Daniel. Long ago in Greece, there lived a great inventor named Daedalus. The king was unhappy with Daedalus and banished him and his son Icarus. Banished means to throw out or kick out and say you can never come back. So the king was unhappy with Daedalus and banished him and his son Icarus to the island of Crete. The only escape from this island was by sea. If they tried to use a boat, they would be arrested. The sea was vast and rough, so swimming was impossible as well. Daedalus thought hard about what to do. Finally, he came up with an incredible idea. If they could not escape by swimming or by boat, then they would fly. Daedalus spent months designing a set of wings. The wings had to be strong enough to support him and his son on their journey. He collected feathers and sewed them together with string. He held the feathers together on a frame with wax. He added leather straps that would secure the wings to their arms. Finally, he finished his invention. Daedalus fitted 2 wings onto his son's strong arms. Then he gave him careful instructions. He warned, Icarus, do not fly too low. You must fly high enough so the feathers will not get wet from the sea mist. Damp wings will pull you down and your arms will tire. Icarus turned away, ready to fly, but this father stopped him. He added, Son, do not fly too high either. The heat of the sun will melt the wax and the wings will not hold together. And so Daedalus and Icarus jumped off a cliff wearing the wings. They flew miles and miles over the sea. They headed toward the mainland and their wings drifted on air currents. Their arms did not tire. The flight thrilled young Icarus. He was so ecstatic about this special new ability that before long he began ignoring his father's warnings. He soared higher and higher. The soft, warm wind blew gently on his face, and the sun warmed his skin. He did not realize that the sun's rays were melting the wax that held his wings together. His wings began to fall apart and Icarus fell into the sea. The sea swallowed him and soon after he drowned. Daedalus had lost sight of his son and he reached land alone. Days later, his son's wings washed up on shore. Daedalus figured out what had happened and he was heartbroken. The sea where Icarus died was later named the Icarian Sea. The sea is still named that today, and you can find it off the island of Crete. All right, Magonistas, that is such an interesting myth. That's a myth. Oops. Okay, a myth is similar to a tall tale. It kind of explains the reason why something is the way it is, why that ocean is named the way it is, except we know that what's happening in the story is not really possible in real life. Okay, just like in a tall tale, no one is really as tall as Paul Bunyan. No one's really digging out rivers with just a shovel. One person. And we know people aren't going around flying with wings they made out of feathers and sticks and wax. Your job now is to tell me what the central message or lesson learned. Central message and lesson learned. They're kind of the same thing. Okay. Now, I do want us to try and practice typing. Okay. It's easier to turn that work in. You don't have to keep taking pictures and emailing them to me. I think we all need some typing practice. All right. So, instead of writing this on a separate sheet of paper, I want you to try using the small box in the assignment that lets you write. Write 1 or 2 sentences that tell the central message or main idea. Oops, sorry, or lesson learned. All right, Magonistas, I'll talk to you later. Miss y'all. Bye.